It is time to go racing in the Gatorade Cup Series in the Bluegrass State. We're here at the Kentucky Speedway for the running of the KFC 400. Car number 16, Antonin Charlebois, on pole for today's race. To his outside, starting in second, the 39 of Jake Richardson. Then in third place, we have Tyler Fink. Fourth is Levi Schoen. Wearing at the top five, Riley Sampson in car number 19. Then in sixth, it's the 6th of Evan Hunter. In seventh position, we have Freddie Soto. Eighth, it's Michael Gregory. In ninth place, we have Jonathan Rains. And Carter Fries in the 34 rounds out the top 10. Back behind them, we have the 2 of Luke Rennie. Inside of him is the 5 of Jeff Bright, along with the 24 of Eli Bright and the 1 of Diego Yepez. Then there's Casey Nanico and Brandon Beal in 9, along with Zachary DeLello and the 18 of Trey Rainey. Then there's TJ Hanley and Kashad Richardson, along with Scott Gregory and the 88 of Anthony Fox. Then there's Jonathan Buford and Riley Spurlutube, with Griffin Lynn and Leon Capano on the 44. Then we have Cole Luigi and Jade Jefferson. Back behind them, Marshall Burrell and Jake Galway, the 11. Then there's Steve Morgan, and second in points, the 83 of Max Rossi. Back behind him, Bronson Minnick and the 48 of Anthony Hernandez. Then William Bolin, and runner-up yesterday, the 99 of Brett Sierra. Then there's John Smith and Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Sebastian Kukulan and Derek Hamill. And rounding out the field, Nathan Green, and points to the Roman Fenway starts tail end of the field in 42nd position here today. Let's see if he can work his way up to get points to stay in that points lead. There's our 42 car field. Let's go on trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fired up.
"42 engines have come to life here in Sparta, Kentucky for racing in the Gatorade Cup Series Race 15 of Season 12. It's been a crazy season thus far. Many different winners. Points picture changing after every race. Let's see what happens after today in Kentucky. Always a crazy event. Normally see some crashes and some great racing on top of it. 41 laps. Antonin Charlebois, Jake Richardson, front row for the KFC 400. Who gets the jump on the start to get to the lead early? Down to the restart zone, and there's the takeoff. Green flag, racing in Kentucky. Antonin Charlebois gets the jump early and leads the first lap of the race. Jake Richardson falls in line in second, side by side for third. Riley Sampson inside Tyler Fink for the top spot. Jake Richardson pressuring Antonin Charlebois as they come off turn 2. First time at full song. There's Richardson looking low down the back, side by side with Antonin Charlebois. Those two jump away. Third place, now Yepez to the inside, Riley Sampson. They come off the fourth corner, Jake Richardson out front, Charlebois kick back to second. Yepez looking for that spot in the one down low. 39 car starts second, leads the second lap of the event. Yepez the one to the inside, Charlebois takes second away. Now looks to lead through 1 and 2. Diego Yepez side by side with Jake Richardson down the back stretch. Yepez, Richardson goes side by side, off into the third and fourth corners. Diego Yepez clears. He's out front in the KFC 400. Scott Gregory to second. Here comes the winner of yesterday's race, Jonathan Buford, winner of the Target KFC 300, up to second, looking for the lead on lap number 4 of the KFC 400 in the Gatorade Cup Series. He's getting a push on the 36 Griffin Lynn, 77th at the racetrack. Here comes Lynn to the inside, help from the 11 of Jake Galloway. Down the back. Yepez still out front, the 1 car. Lynn moves to second. Yepez trying to get down in line. Keep that 36 behind him into the wake. Now side by side for second. Tyler Fink inside of Griffin Lynn. Diego Yepez keeps the lead in the 1 car. Fink now looking for the lead in turn 1 with a nice run to the inside. Tyler Fink will take it away through 1 and 2. New race leader in Kentucky. It's Tyler Fink. John Smith in the inside wall. The 00 up the racetrack into Levi Schoen, into some others. It's a massive pileup in turn number 3, and the hometown driver of John Smith is involved, along with about 10 others. Tyler Fink gets back in front, Riley Spurlutube in second, but about half the field gets back, and not many more than that. And they're still wrecking coming back. Look at Jeff Bright into it hard. Evan Hunter, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Fenway might have been involved. In the 43, Brett Sierra limping back around with damage. Jay Jefferson, Derek Hamill, Code Luigi. About 20 or so got away unscathed. The rest of the field piled up in turn number 3 after John Smith and Levi Shones take a spin to the inside wall. The hometown driver not going to have a shot to win here today in the Gatorade Cup Series. He's out early on in the KFC 400 after a crash down the backstretch. 5 wide, TJ Hanlon, the 21, makes a move underneath the 00 of John Smith. You can't see that 21 there. You can see him right there. It's 21, 00, 2, 19, and 39. The last cars through are the A2 and the 55. And it starts to get ugly as they go down off turn 2. Contact 21, 00 into the inside hard for John Smith. Back up into Shones. Jeff Bright. Soto right there gets collected. Evan Hunter. Derek Hamill. Code Luigi. William Bowen's going to come flying and nail Levi Shones right there. Brett Sierra. Jay Jefferson. There's Fitzwater, Minnick, Rains, Friesen, Burl, Michael Gregory, Leon Capana, Nathan Green, Sebastian Kukulon, Minnick and Jeff Bright. Bright hits Smith again. I mean, there were a ton of cars involved in this one as it happened around the midpoint of this pack. They were about 21st when this took place. And then they came shoot back up the racetrack, and Bullen almost had missed on the inside, just barely clipped Shones, and that spun him into a slide to John Smith, who got pinged around a few times. I mean, he got hit hard multiple times for that 00. Another look at this from a little bit farther away. We can maybe see some of the stuff happening at the back of this field. There's the 5 wide. There's the contact on the inside wall. Out of control back of the track. Soto drives it with some rear end damage. And we're looking for Roman Fenway in this. Looking for that 43. There he spun against the outside wall. He came in as the points leader. And I want to know what happened with Jeff Bright. Right here, what happened? Bullen again got hit. And was it Evan Hunter who hit him? So Bullen got hit by Jefferson, who then got hit by Evan Hunter. Derek Hamill somehow found a way through to get less damage than what he already had. And then these guys are coming flying. Jeff Bright nails Bullen again. Fitzwater nails the 5, who gets the 7. The 44 up there. I mean, we had a massive crash off turn 4 to add on to the one we already had in turn number 3. Racing it back around, the 98 of Tyler Fink in command of the KFC 400 Kentucky. Under the first yellow flag of this race, Tyler Fink, Riley Spruce are first and second. Not too many clean race cars left on the racetrack. Come and take the green flag on lap number 10. Tyler Fink in control of the race. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., William Bullen, Marshall Burrell, John Smith, Jeff Bright, Levi Shones, Evan Hunter, Steve Morgan, Jay Jefferson, all out of the race. 33 cars left running, 32 are on the lead lap. Bronzemick 1 lap down the third position. Last car on the lead lap, Serge Kugel on 32nd. Points to the Roman Fenway right now, 23rd, as some of his nearest points competitors are up inside the top 10. Tyler Fink leads in the 98. Second place, Riley's Prototype. Anthony Hernandez is third. Fourth for Trey Rainey. Diego Yepez fifth. Eli Bright is currently sixth. Max Rossi came in second in points is seventh. Sean Richardson eighth. Casey Nanico ninth. And Griffin Lynn 10th. Anthony Charbois, Jonathan Beeford, Brandon Beal, Jake Gowey, Anthony Fox. Last car through the crash was the 55 DeLello in 20th. Back to the restart zone and back to the green flag. Racing again in Kentucky. Riley's Prototype had a good points day last race at Texas World. Can he get a lap led here for 5 bonus points? Trey Rainey jumps inside for a second on that 28 car. He might look for the lead as well off turn number 2. Down the back, side by side, Trey Rainey beneath the 98 of Tyler Fink. Nathan Green trying to keep touch with the pack. Roman Fenway 23rd might be the last car to keep touch with the lead pack. Trey Rainey is clear out in front. 3 wide for a second because Sean Richardson, the 29, moves low. Heads up from the 1 of Diego Yepez. 10 laps down in Kentucky, Trey Rainey leads in the 18 car. Sean Richardson jumps low with Diego Yepez. The 1 might look 3 wide. Yepez forces the 29 aside. Diego Yepez to the front now in the KFC 400. Roman Fenway, last car in the lead draft, car number 43, right now rides in the 24th position, make it 24 cars at the front of the field. 2 Roush cars are side by side for the top spot. Now goes up top, Charles is down low. Anton and Charles starting on pole and will lead the 11th lap of the race right here. Brandon Beal, the 9, jumps low. Help from Tyler Fink in the 98 through turns 1 and 2. Charles Bois, clear. Side by side for a second. To the inside, it's Tyler Fink on Brandon Beal. Anthony Fox, 3 wide. Jake Richardson, his pusher. Fox to second. Jake Richardson trying to push that 88 forward. They have a nice run going here. And the last car through that major crash. Zachary DeLello looking for third and looking for second. 3 wide. How about 4 wide? Jake Gowey looked there, but backed out. Let that 55 in line. Antonin Charlebois loving this. He's pulling away because he's the only one single file. Everyone else double and triple file behind him. Galloway looking low on DeLello. He got down there. Jake Galloway to second on lap number 13. Can he try and run down the 16 of Antonin Charlebois? Here comes Luke Rennie and Riley Sprotube moving on the inside. Off into turn 1. There's that 16's gap. Bronson Mick as our first lap car in the middle 3 and 4. Then Kukulon and Derek Hill about half lap behind. Brett Sierra a little bit further up the road than these drivers back here. Roman Fenway losing touch with the lead driver. Freddie Soto trying to hang on in car number 82. Jake Galloway's cleared the pack, trying to run down that 16 now to not let him get away and lead all these laps. He wants to lead himself. Jake Galloway's running into turn 1, trying to run down that 16 of Antonin Charlebois. 3 wide back behind, maybe even 4 wide at points, but as long as they don't get 5 wide, they will be fine. Down the back into turn number 3. Can anyone run that 16 down? Remember, Charlebois started on pole, so he has a fast race car, knowing these drivers have a better race setup. They are catching Bronson Mick as well. They're running him down pretty fast. They're going to catch him within the next 2 laps. First, second, side by side, Riley Sampson inside Jake Galloway, and now he's going to run for the lead. Sampson to second, his teammate Brandon Beal looking for third. Off into the third and fourth corners. Bronson Minnick, the lap traffic ahead. Who does he hold up? Who gets by? Will it cause an accident? Here they come out turn 1 to the 12. Charlebois held up. The pack converges. Galloway's going to jump middle. Barely gets by. Outside held up. Scott Gregory will move around. Capana and others. Roman Fenway to the lead draft. It's Fox, Eli Bright, Carter Friesen, Griffin, and Riley Sprotube held up behind this 12 of Minnick. Fox will jump low. Lynn's low. Sprotube's low. Eli Bright down low. Carter Friesen trying to get low. Friesen stays behind. He may lose the draft. All because of that right there. He might lose the race. So now the pack split up. Riley Sampson out front, 3 wide for second. Trey Rainey and Casey Nack on the inside. They got tight down low. And with the run through the middle, because Sean Richardson might get back up to second. And Sampson going to try and pull away in the 19. Through 3 and 4, Trey Rainey to second. Nanico looking underneath the 18, slid up the racetrack. Now Trey Rainey back down, trying to block that inside advance, and he does at the front, 19, 18, 17, or 1, 2, 3. How about Hernandez jumping low? The 48 car hasn't had a great season. A win could turn around here at Kentucky. That 48 team has done it here before. And Trey Rainey with a run. He might look low. Oh, he's going to go to the high side. Fake out the 19. They're looking for a run in a different spot. It's not going to work, though. He actually lost ground. Might fall to the clutch of the 48. There goes Hernandez to the inside, so not a great run for Trey Rainey there. He could have jumped low, but tried to fake to go to the high side. Tried to play some mind games there. Didn't work out, though. Hernandez to second, right in the back of the 19 is Sampson now as they race down the back straight. Yepez for third on Trey. Fink, restart first, back up into the top 5. There's the 48 for the lead. Anthony Hernandez to the top spot in the KFC 400 Kentucky. 2 lappers up the road. 21 laps to go. The 48 led the lap by maybe a nose. Hernandez to the front. Sampson back to second. Tyler Fink looks for that spot in the 98 down low. Side by side. Off into the third and fourth corner. Sampson trying to get down low. Tyler Fink says not no to that. Tyler Fink to second. Antonin Charlebois, pole sitter, trying to get back up to the front after getting shuffled out of the race lead. He'll push his 4 teammate to second. And pushing him by the Chevy as well. Look at that run. What a great push for Antonin Charlebois to push Tyler Fink to the inside of that 48. It's gotten a 4 teammate to the front. Tyler Fink out front here in Kentucky again. Brandon Beal looking for that spot. He'll go to the inside. Fink led the lap. Beal has the preferred lane to turn 1. Here comes Antonin Charlebois to help that 9 and look for the lead himself. And Max Rossi, second in points, wanted the lead lap for 5 bonus points. Can he get it done? Fenway back at the back of this pack. Falling out to 24th. Max Rossi currently rides in second. 2 lappers, though. It's the 13 Kukulon and the 8 of Hamill. Can Charlebois get around cleaner this time? They'll catch them entering turn 1. Charlebois jumps low on Kukulon. Gets by. Galloway looking to go around the outside. They'll split 4 wide. Oh, that's close. They made it work. Now to Derek Hamill. Hamill goes to the middle. Kukulon way up top. Everyone follows him up there. Rossi goes way high. Beal to the middle. And now Bronson Mick again. Charles catches him and pulls away. He gets around easily. Trey Rainey jumps inside Minnick. He'll get by. Riley Sampson around the outside, the 12. The 39 around the outside. The 11 Galloway doesn't want to do that. Hamill's still holding up some other drivers as Minnick now also holds them up. And Kukulon still trying to get out of the way. Jake Galloway got tried forced in the middle. It's Hernandez held up to the back of the pack. He'll go. He's finding all three lappers now because Kukulon's back here creating a roadblock as well. So he might lose the draft now. Just like Carter Friesen, we're down now to 22 cars in the lead draft. Last of them is Max Rossi. And the pack might not even be a lead draft anymore. It might be split up too much. Brett Sierra caught now in the 99. Charles Bois gets low and gets by. DeLello is by. Fink held up. Campana trying to get by. John the Beaver might be held up. Pez is up there as well. 98, 77 to 1 held up. Looks like Sierra's going to pull way high to let those drivers by. Great move by that 99 driver, Brett Sierra, knowing he's in the way, just getting out of the way, making sure everyone can get by and try and battle for the win. For the lead, Virtual Pay Motorsports teammates, Riley Sampson, Brandon Beal, get to the inside of the 6th team, Antonin Charles Bois. And Riley Sampson out front now. Riley Spurley Tube, 3 wide, maybe contact with a 9. That was close. In fact, the 28 tried to keep it off and did a great job of doing it. That could have caused the crash with how far he was signing up the racetrack. Charles goes high, way out of the groove. Riley Spurley Tube behind Riley Sampson. Sampson right now first, Spurley Tube second. Now Nanico has had a terrible season, moves up to second. DeLello up now, looking for second. Jake Richardson inside. Here goes Brandon Beal trying to split to the middle. Forces the 28 wide. They'll go 4 wide. The 16 and the 36 go down low. DeLello to second, trying to run down Riley Sampson. Jake Richardson in third. 4th place now Griffin Lynn. More lappers up the road. Nathan Green, TJ Hanley. And then Minnick will catch again, at least one more time, maybe even 2. Zachary DeLello for the lead off turn 4. Back to the start finish line. Side by side, Riley Sampson led the lap up top. He's done a lot of that here today. They're still 4 wide behind, but the battle up front is the most entertaining battle. Zachary DeLello out front, but now Lynn moves to the inside of the 36. Most of the pack has done a great job hanging on. Looks like Soto might lose it. Hernandez is going to be questionable on that. Roman Fenway may have lost it. But still more lappers up ahead to change the complexity of this race. Fink looking back for the lead. He's done a lot of leading here today. He's side by side with Lynn. He'll do it at the start finish line, I believe, by inches. It was close either direction. They give it to Griffin Lynn. Fink. Now Sampson back to the inside. 4 wide for third. How about that move for Jake Richardson with a nice run? They're 4 wide back behind them inside the top 5. Back down to 3 wide. Riley Sampson back out front of the KFC 400. Jake Richardson is right now second. Eli Bright for third. 10 laps of racing remain in Kentucky. Within the final 10 laps, Jake Richardson pulling low on Riley Sampson. They go side by side, and Jake Richardson currently out front now in Kentucky. Sampson back to second. Can he look for a run through 3 and 4 to make a move back for the lead? He has a run. And he'll pull back to the inside. Not going to let the third end lead too much. 3 lappers, and Minnick is one of them. 9 to go. 9 laps of racing remain. Dead heat at the start-finish line. Riley Sampson going to be the first driver to catch these lap cars. It's Minnick first in the 12. Sampson around the inside, around the outside for the 39 contact. And the wall, Jake Richardson's upside down the 39. He'll barrel roll down the backstretch. Buford, Trey Rain, others involved. 39 back down to earth. Roman Fenway gets more contact. Caution flag is out, and they're still wrecking. DeLello Yepez have wrecked. Race leaders involved because of Bronson Minnick. Back in front, Riley Sampson, Brandon Beal, Anthony Fox, Scott Gregory, Jake Galloway the front 5. Hernandez back up to 6th. A crazy crash off turn number 2. As many of the front runners are taken out, and Jake Richardson in a big way. A terrible crash off turn 2. He goes upside down after hitting the wall hard. Let's see what happened. We caught this 12 of Bronson Minnick multiple times. Very, very slow, about 30 miles an hour off the pace, catching him so fast 19 Riley Sampson's going to go low. Jake Richardson is running the high. He can't just cut down to the inside. So he sees a hole up top. He's saying, okay, the 12 will just hold the middle. I'll go around the top side. That's not what happens. The 12 starts to come up the racetrack, gets into the 39, projects him into the air, gets hit an upside down for the driver of the 39, and then flips down the racetrack. It was Buford and Trey Rainey, Casey Nanico. And I want to know what happened to DeLello and Yepez, because it looked like they had it missed. I'm wondering what happened there. Yeah, because the 1 and the 55 are on the inside. They got around. Oh, look at that hit. And luckily, it was passenger side that the 77 hit that 39. So, tough break for all these lead lappers. I got taken out in this. Another look. Oh. One guy by the 12. Yeah, and then he and DeLello nailed the outside wall a ton. So you'll see from this angle, the 1 go down to the inside. He and the 12 made slight contact. Right there, he came up the track into the 55. They're going to be 3rd and 4th at the start-finish line. Now they're out for the day. So all of this due to one lapper. Bronson Mick and the 12 takes out majority of the lead lap cars. Look at another view of that 39 just getting into the air. Watch that. Oh, no. A crazy crash here in the KFC 400 Kentucky for the 2nd caution flag within the final 10 laps. The 19 car, Riley Sampson, in control, will lead us back to the green flag for what should be the final restart of the day. It'll come with under 5 to go. 4 laps to go, and the drivers have a shot to win. One of them has just been eliminated under this yellow flag. We'll talk about that in a little bit after we get this update. Minnick, Hamill, Richardson, Jake Richardson, and the 1 of Yepez out of the race. 1 lap down for DeLello, Trey Rainey, Casey Nanico, Sebastian Kukulan, and Brett Sierra. There are going to be 23 cars on the lead lap because the driver who's running 2nd at the time of yellow, Brandon Beal, header issue on the 9. He's out of the race and out of a shot at the win. It moves everyone up 1 position. We'll see how it goes now. So it's Riley Sampson in control. Can he hang on for 4 laps? Anthony Fox has never won a race. Can he get it done? Last season's champion looking for his 1st ever win. Scott Gregory is currently 3rd. Jake Galloway is 4th. Anthony Hernandez 5th. Antonin Charbois from pole is 6th. Tyler Fink has done a lot of leading today. He's 7th. Eli Bright is 8th. 2nd in points, Max Rossi. 9th, Griffin Lynn 10th. How about Campana, Friesen, Luke Rainey, Riley Spurley, Jonathan Rains? They have a shot. Can they get it done? 4 laps to go in Kentucky. Green flag back in the air. Charbois goes high. He's the first one to make a move. Front 5 stay in line. Looking for the runs through 1 and 2. They get a good run off turn 2 in the draft. We'll see if Fox can get one. So he's the first to break low. Tyler Fink with a run. Looking low in that 48. Jake Galloway low for 3rd. Fox over the back of Riley Sampson to turn number 3. Anthony Fox to the inside. They go side by side. And Scott Gregory throws a run. Where does he go? Can he go to the apron? 3 laps to go in Kentucky. Fox, Sampson side by side. Scott Gregory in line. He'll look for the lead now with a nice crossover. What a cut underneath that 88. The grip still left from those tires. Scott Gregory clears in the 07. But Tyler Fink, who's done a lot of lean today, moves up to 2nd. 2 to go this time by. Scott Gregory's in defensive mode now because here comes Fink and Rossi. Max Rossi 2nd in points, looking for the points lead. To the inside. He'll move to 2nd. Can he get to the lead? Scott Gregory trying to pull away. Eli Bright, if he wins today, he's number 1 in the Gatorade Cup Series wins column. Lot rank for him as well. Bright 3 wide. Rossi through the middle trying to clear. But they're all stale behind the 07. Scott Gregory pulls away. Here's the white flag lap. Scott Gregory leads it. Eli Bright 2nd. Leon Campana and Luke Rainey on the inside as well. Gregory arcs underneath the 24, looking for a run off turn 2. He's closed in on the 07. Down the back. Trying to get there. Eli Bright, Scott Gregory, who gets back around through 3 and 4 in front. Eli looks wide. Scott Gregory is still out front off the 4th corner. He'll keep the 24 at bay. There's the checkered flag, and there's the victory for Scott Gregory in Kentucky. He held off one of the best in the Gatorade Cup Series to do it. Scott Gregory wins in Kentucky again. What an ending to a crazy race. Scott Gregory gets it done. Let's go see the finish results in the point standings. Here are the finish results from the KFC 400 at the Kentucky Speedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps here today, and 13 lead changes. 9 drivers are out front here today in the KFC 400. Winning the race, Scott Gregory in the 07, his second win of the season, moves him up into a great points position. Eli Bright, so close yet so far in second. Was close to breaking that time with Levi Shelns for the most Gatorade Cup Series wins in history. Third place to Leon Capana. Antonin Charlebois from pole led 11 laps, the second most of anyone here today. Has to sell for 4th though, and running out the top 5. It was the 2 of Luke Rainey. Riley Sampson, gets 6th. He led the most laps at 14. So close yet so far. 7th place for Max Rossi, closes him on the points, but still not quite there. 8th place Riley Spurlitube, 9th for Tyler Fink, and Anthony Fox, the 88, rounds at the top 10. Carter Friesen gets 11th, Anthony Nez 12th, and that's great for both those drivers because at times we thought both of them were out of the lead draft. They get a yellow flag at the end, they get back up, they battle up inside the top 10 on the final restart. 13th, Jake Galloway, 14th, Sean Richardson, Griffin Lynn, 15th. They have Jonathan Rains, Roman Fenway, Michael Gregory, Cole Luigi, and TJ Hanley rounding out the top 20. So look down, 21st, Nathan Green, 22nd, John Speaker, and 23rd, Freddie Soto, the only cars to finish on the lead lap. 24th on down, some lappers and out of the race. The cars that are 1 lap down, Brett Sierra, Sebastian Kukulon, Trey Rennie, Casey Necklin, Zachary DeLillo, Brandon Beal, header issue, put him out. And these cars that are out of the race, Yepez, Jacob Richardson, Hamill, Minnick, Jefferson, Morgan, Hunter, Shones, Jeff Bright, Smith, Burrow, Bolin, Fitzwater, all out of the race due to crash damage. Let's now see the point standings. Here are the points after 15 races, getting oh so close to the All-Star race, which will be after Pocono, which is the next race. Roman Fenway is still on top of the 43. It's a slim 12-point margin over Max Rossi, who is now second. Eli Bright, third, is only 23 back. Riley Spurlitube, who in fourth, has still completed every single lap this season. He's 74 back, and Jay Jefferson rounding out the top 5 to 78. Anthony Fox, 6th. Tyler Fink in 7th. Leon Capana, 8th. Freddie Soto, 9th. And Keshawn Richardson holding the final spot inside the top 10. 11th place, Antonin Charlebois, TJ Hanley 12th, Jonathan Rains in 13th, 14th, Griffin Lynn, 15th for John Smith. Luke Rainey currently 16th, 17th, Carter Friesen. Scott Gregory, his second win of the season, up to 18th in points and into a wildcard spot. Michael Gregory 19th, and Sebastian Kukulon rounds out the top 20. Right now the 2 wildcard spots, Scott Gregory in 18th, and right now Jonathan Rains in 13th. Both with victories, Scott Gregory with 2, Rains with 1. They're right now the 2 wildcard spots. Jeff Bright is right now 21st in points. He could be a wildcard spot if he gets up ahead of Jonathan Rains or wins another race. He needs to be top 20 in points though. William Bullen's down 23rd in points. If he has 2 wins as well, so if he's inside the top 20 in points, he can get a wildcard spot, but he needs to be up there. Bad last few races have knocked him down in points. Riley Sampson 24th. Good day today, moves him up in points, but still not within the top 20. Brandon Beal could have moved up really nicely if he finished here today. Falls to 26th. Nathan Green is 28th in points. Jake Galloway 31st. Koluigi 35th. All these drivers have one thing in common. They have won races this season, have a shot to make the chase with the wildcard spot, but they have to be top 20 in points. Look down here. You have Pez and Sierra, the last 2 in points. A few drivers still without any top 10s this season. They are Levi Shones, which is an interesting sight and really a crazy sight to see. He won the championship back in Season 9. No top 10 so far this season. And Brett Sierra, same story there. Down 42nd in points, nice single top 10 to show for his season thus far. Race number 16 of the season, the final race for the All-Star race. We will go racing in northeastern Pennsylvania at the Pocono Raceway for the Turkey Hill 400. I will see you guys then.